I could stay up here and keep babbling, but that's not what you guys came here today for, right? You guys came here today because you want to see our best and newest phone yet, the OnePlus 6T. All right, so a lot of speculation what's inside and what's under the hood. So why don't let's jump in and take a look. So we have this traditional OnePlus. We just put the specs up, right? And if it's from us, you can probably expect it's going to be maybe the best spec sheet that's out there. But for us, it's not about the specs, right? For us, what it's about is how we put it all together into a single product and what the actual user experience is. And that's actually what really matters, not the specs themselves, right? And so for us, the goal is really to create the fastest and smoothest smartphone. And again, that's not about numbers. It's about the user experience. So one of the things we're most excited about today is we're bringing you a feature that really, to us, represents burdenless. And so here's something actually I don't think we've never told this story publicly, but actually on the 5T we actually looked at this technology. And we were really excited about it, and it was cool, right? And it worked, okay? But the difference is we didn't put it on the 5T last year because it didn't match the user experience that we expect of ourselves. It didn't match the responsiveness and the speed. Worked fine, but we didn't put it on. And now we're excited because really today, with the 6T, it's ready, okay? And so we'll talk to you a little bit in terms of what's behind this technology. And it's not just some little module that sits under the screen. It's actually a pretty intricate approach in terms of hardware, software combination that's all working together. Basically, the way it works is when you press on the screen, it emits light, and the light reads your fingerprints. Okay? And what's different about this technology is the bar is higher to do a fingerprint read, basically. And so I don't know if you guys look at your fingerprints very often. Hopefully nobody's been at the NYPD here in the last week and been looking at them or anything like that. But the ridges, there's minuscule little ridges, and everyone's a little bit different, right? So to get this done really, really, really right, the sensors had to be really, really accurate on this. And so we spent a lot of time and a lot of months working on this, and R&D put a lot of time and effort into doing this. And we're excited because they were able to get to the level of accuracy that we'd expect of ourselves. So regardless of your fingerprints, no matter what they are, they'll be able to be read very, very easily. And so we're also proud to announce that OnePlus is actually the first company that's going to be launching a smartphone with in-display fingerprint technology in the United States. But, it's not about being first for us, right? We're proud of that, but what we're really, really proud about is that we're introducing this technology at the level of user experience that we expect of ourselves. And that's what we're actually really proud about. Okay? So in OnePlus fashion, this will be the fastest in-display fingerprint sensor in the world. And we've also developed unique algorithms that basically over the last couple months, engineers have done an incredible job in terms of shaving milliseconds off this to get this as fast as you'd expect from us. So how fast? So the next question for you guys that I know is going to come is secure, right? And so actually we're proud to announce that we're using the dedicated trust zone on the Qualcomm 845 to store your fingerprint sensor just on the device. And also, we've tested this device with Visa, MasterCard payment entities. We've also gone through Google's authentication payment system for Android Pie to secure it to make sure it's secure. And it's as secure as the fingerprint sensor on the 6. So it's fast and secure. So we're proud of that. So the next thing, screen. Okay, screen unlock's not the only new thing when it comes to screen on the 6T. So our approach on screen is, since the OnePlus 3, you guys may remember, is we've been going with trying to only get the best AMOLED screens. And we believe this has been the right approach, because every time we talk to you guys on a new device, the feedback we get on display is it continues to be positive. And we're seeing across the industry that more and more people are going to an AMOLED-only approach. And so I think we believe we're doing the right thing. So this is our most immersive screen yet. You can take a look right here, 6.41 inches. What else we got? 402 pixels per inch. And so we're very, very excited about this calibration for everybody. So on the 6T, there'll be 5 calibration settings. So I think, and so actually here's a good reminder, right? And this is a good reminder of community. sRGB, right? You guys remember the story on this one? When we launched 3, got feedback from you guys, and that feature came from you guys in terms of feedback. So we're pretty confident that in terms of display calibrations, we'll have an approach that's right for everybody. Back to the theme of immersive screen. So that, smaller notch. But actually what I think is even more interesting to us is also chin got smaller, okay? And this is why this is actually interesting. So we reduced the size of the chin, but this is what we're actually most excited about. So if a lot of you guys are interested in knowledgeable at tech, you know that within the chin that's where the antenna performance lives, right? So our engineering team's actually been able to do something pretty impressive where we've actually improved performance on the antenna, performance on this, and so we're actually going to be supporting more carriers across the globe more than ever before. So 74 countries, 233 carriers across the globe. So across the globe, especially in Europe, we'll be compatible with more carriers, okay? See what design. All right, camera. So this is probably the one area I think you guys are probably pretty curious to hear about, okay? So OnePlus fashion, let's do the specs first, and then let's talk about what really matters. So the hardware on the 6T, similar to what we had in the 6, okay? And we got, in the end of the day, the feedback on the 6 was very positive. But for us, it's about what the overall user experience is on the camera, okay? Okay. And basically, Nightscape involves 2 major improvements. The first one is an HDR algorithm where basically we self-developed and we're really proud of. And basically, camera team took this from a scientific approach perspective, and they wanted to develop a way that would enhance the quality of low light photos taken in dim light. And that's what they've been working on for the last 6 months, and it basically involves 3 things: detail optimization, multi-frame stabilization, and noise reduction. Second thing is, and it gets back to the ease theme I talked about earlier. So with most cameras, if you're trying to take a low light photograph, it's probably going to take maybe up to 5 seconds to capture the photo. With night mode, different. Should only take 2 seconds to capture that photo. And the reason that matters is basically in a handheld situation, you want to be able to get the photo and get the moment. And so simply put, night mode allows you to capture that in just 2 seconds. Okay.
Lighting is an exciting feature that I've worked with the OnePlus team to develop for the 6T. When the OnePlus system detects a human face while in portrait mode, studio lighting gently accentuates and attenuates the luminosity of certain facial features, and I think it yields a result that everybody here is really going to appreciate when taking portraits. One of the best parts of this gig is that I get access to devices long before they hit the street. And just last week, I invited a few friends over to shoot some quick portraits with the 6T. I hope you agree, especially after using the device, that mobile photography has seriously just leveled up.
Performance, okay? So this is what we're known for, right? You guys know us and come to expect, that we take performance on devices very seriously. Okay? And we're excited about this because it's really one of the examples of OnePlus hardware and software working together in a way to bring stronger performance. And to sum it up, it is a bit technical, but you guys will probably get this, is it's basically, you guys know RAM reads faster than ROM, right? So basically what we're doing is we're using RAM for ROM, okay? So to think about the most intense applications and gaming applications, that's what this is geared to, basically. So, and where we're seeing this as we're starting to test it is, I'll give you an example. So mobile PUBG decreases the load time in over 8 seconds. It takes load time down 8 seconds. And we're seeing similar performance across other really intensive gaming applications as well. So an example of hardware and software working together. Performance, another subject for us has been charging in battery, right? And so I think for us, from a performance standpoint, we've always felt very good about our charging technology, and that doesn't change. And we believe we deliver the best user experience in terms of charging. But have some news today on battery. So on the 6T, we'll be introducing a battery that's 3,700 milliamps. And so 23% better battery life. And you guys know when you ask us about this, is something we take really seriously, and we test it from a quality standpoint to make sure it delivers the performance we talk about. All right, so software. That's the other side of the performance story. And for us, we believe software matters a lot. So I'll give you a little preview of software on the 6T. Airplane mode. Just like in real life, the plane takes off, and it lands. So I'll be honest with you, the team asked me to come up with a joke for this, and I didn't come up with a good joke in time for the keynote. But it's attention to detail, right? So it's the little attention to detail within software that matters to our team. So you guys today, something we're calling full screen gesture 2.0, and this is something the team's been working on. So we've spent a decent amount of time with Android P already, and it's pretty easy to work with, right? But the FSC team has spent a lot of time getting down, tweaking, optimizing every single gesture to make it faster and optimize it, to make it absolutely as smooth as possible. So we're pretty excited about this because we believe full screen gesture 2.0 is going to be the best, smoothest, fastest gesture experience there is. So we're excited for you guys to get a chance to try it because it's something we're really, really, really proud of. A couple additional things that you'll see is Google Assistant. So small little things we pay attention to. Quick tap of the power button, boom, say it, Google Assistant comes on. So it's about the small things, right? Things that happen really easily. And overall, I won't go through them all today, but the team has actually done over 500 optimizations, targeted, really focused optimizations on Oxygen 9.0 that you'll be working on that basically tries to get the user experience down to the experience that we expect, fast and smooth, every detail optimized. And it can be small things, right? But that's the attention to detail that the team really puts the focus on. So, all right. So one news is we've upgraded the base model from a 6. The base model will now be a 6 gig 128 storage option, and this is the price of the other versions. Okay.